morning, Torrington. I'm Eric Starkey.
And I'm Crystal Albers. It's Thursday, May 17th.
And you're watching Torrington Today.
Well, in yesterday's paper, you can read all about LaGrange had a STEM program where they dropped eggs off a roof, I believe, and tried to create devices so the eggs wouldn't break. So they were doing some interesting stuff down south last week. Also, we've got a story. EWC held a round table last week, and there wasn't a lot going on, but Leslie Travers was talking about how nursing and welding students have a great placement over at EWC. She said that welding students are between 90 and 95% placement, and there's more jobs than there are welding students. And then
that's the ratio you want.
Yes.
If you're going into a career, for sure.
The welding instructor was there too, and he was saying that once you get past the probationary period, you're looking to make $60,000 to $90,000 a year welding. So
are they accepting students?
Yes, they are.
Just kidding. I'm not going to leave you guys that easy.
Also, we will, but we need to talk about Eric possibly taking a break from the video.
Yes.
Coming up.
We'll address that later.
Yes. Don't forget to remind us to do that. Also, we have stories in tomorrow's paper. We've got Lingo Town Council. They're kind of gearing up for their 100th anniversary celebration still. Torrington City Council, I heard their chief of police that they just secured has decided to kind of back out on his decision to accept that. County commissioners, just a lot of interesting things, as well as some highlights of upcoming graduates, because as I'll talk about in upcoming events, it's graduation week. So
Can't believe we're there already.
I know. I can't believe it either. So check out the papers. There's a lot going on.
Well, you got the paper. Crack open the sports section. As far as Wednesday's edition, you can read all about regional track. Southeast and Lingle-Fort Laramie were both in Torrington for the 1A and 2A East regional meets, and Torrington was in Douglas for the 3A East meet. So you can read how all three schools did. Quite a lot of runners and throwers and jumpers all made the state meet, and that's this week. I'll talk about that in upcoming events. So you can read all about regional track in yesterday's paper. You can also read about regional soccer. Both the girls and boys were up in Warland for the state qualifying round, is what I should call it. And the boys picked up a win, so they'll be in the state tournament. The girls suffered a loss, so their season came to a close last weekend.
Oh, that's
so
too bad.
all that's in yesterday's paper. As far as tomorrow goes, Little League started on Wednesday. That's I'm going to be spending a lot of nights at the ballpark here, starting last night, I guess. So you can see your favorite Little Leaguers in action in tomorrow's paper. Also, Torrington senior Aaron Borger signed his letter of intent to run for Northwest Nazarene University in Idaho. So he'll be running track for them starting next school year. So you can read about that as well.
Great. Well, like I said in upcoming events, Sunday is graduation, so I believe we start with Southeast, then we go Torrington Lingle, and that's 1, 3, and 5. But please check the paper before you make your plans based on what I'm saying. Also, we've got the Goshen County Democratic Convention. That's Saturday at the Fine Arts Auditorium up at EWC. Also, if you happen to get married on this day 4 years ago, happy anniversary to my husband. And Eric.
Speaking of marriage.
Yeah, speaking of marriage, that was a good segue there. Eric, we may not have a video for the next 2 weeks because I'm not video inclined necessarily by myself, and our video man has an announcement.
I'm getting married, so I'll be out of town, out of the state, out of this half of the country for the next 2 weeks. So we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But before we get there, sports upcoming events, we got kind of the postseason, the cream of the crop as far as spring sports go is still in action. Torrington boys soccer is up in Jackson. Quite a long haul for them. I think they took off last night because they got a game at 11 o'clock this morning, so that'd be a tough haul to make, and if you left this morning and still get there at 11. So
that's true.
They'll be up there at 11 taking on Warland, and we'll see how the state tournament pans out for them. As far as state track goes, that's up in Casper starting today and running through Saturday. You can check out the schedule online at the Wyoming High School Activities Association website and see when your favorite track stars are going to be running. So, like I said, a lot of big things on the schedule for this weekend. As far as weather goes, around here at least we're looking, I guess it's a give and take. Today is high as 81, and tomorrow we're at 71, but both days we're looking at possible afternoon thunderstorms. So, like I said, it's a give and take. You get the nice temperatures, but you also get the possibility of thunderstorms. Saturday, it's a lot less give and a lot more take. We're looking at a high of 48 and pretty rainy all day. So we go from 81 to 71 to 48. So looks like next week we'll brighten up a little bit. So that's something to keep on your radar. Literally, keep on your radar. Well, there you have it, Torrington. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Congrats to Eric.
Congrats to you on your anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's that time of the year, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm Eric Starkey.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
And you've been watching Torrington Today.